let's get into the conversation of week three. The storyline through 2 weeks would be what? Writ large, sir. What are you talking about the most? What do you think is the biggest storyline so far through 2 weeks?
Well, we're going into this Monday nighter, Rich, and it's like the things and dreams are made of. We have Chiefs Ravens already, and we had the great Dan Hansis from the Around the NFL podcast who does the power rankings every week for NFL.com.
Yes.
And I said, have we ever had a Monday night matchup, or even Sunday night, Thursday night, a primetime matchup between the 1 and the 2 in your power rankings? Because that's where they are, Chiefs and Ravens, 1 and 2. He said, not that I can remember. Incidentally, Rich, in his 31 and 32 spots on the power rankings were both the Jets and the Giants, which is also a first in the history of those NFL.com rankings. So there's your two storylines, I guess, both the yin and the yang, the smiling and the crying theater masks, were the New York all the way at the bottom times 2, and then the Chiefs and Ravens are just going to decide to run this back, I guess, and Mahomes and Lamar are continue to take over the league.
So then I guess which is the best NFC team, do you think? What do you think is emerging on that front? Because even the Saints knocking the Bucs down a peg, or at least showing us that it's going to take some time for Brady to materialize. The Saints have questions, like Drew Brees is now shot. Like there's no Cincinnati for them to move on to, certainly when it's Aaron Rodgers coming in. But there have been some bright spots. You could even make a case for the Arizona Cardinals. Would you?
The Arizona Cardinals are great. When it's prediction week and everyone picks their division winners and wild cards, I turned heads, in which I wasn't trying to do by predicting that the Los Angeles Rams are going to win the NFC West. And everybody freaked out as if I made some outlandish pick that the Jaguars are going to win the Super Bowl. No, I think the Rams are going to win the West. I still think it's the best division. Somehow it's happened, Rich, in only one off year. The Sean McVay thing became yesterday's news. We're never mind Cincinnati. We're on to Kingsbury. We're on to Shanahan. The guy who took over the league in about 2 years and was the greatest coach we'd ever seen at the youngest age was, no, he's done. He doesn't have Todd Gurley anymore. He doesn't need Todd Gurley. The best two players on the whole team are on defense, and they're probably two of the top 10 to 15 players in the whole league, and they've come out with 2 great wins right now. I don't know if anybody in America could name one of their running backs or one of their receivers, maybe only because his name is Cooper Kupp, and it's a great name, but they don't have an MVP candidate. They don't have an Offensive Player of the Year candidate, but I still think they have one of the best coaches in the league. I love the Rams. Obviously, I love the Packers, and this has been absolutely wild, Rich, because if you buy into it, you and I have talked many times about the Aaron Rodgers farewell tour, revenge tour, middle finger tour, whatever you want to call it. It has been a glorious shock and awe display from the two of them, and I mean it's with great malice, with great pain. He has distributed to these two teams, and they look like one of the best teams in football.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.